trust God until you see why. Have you ever noticed that God often does his greatest work in seasons that makes absolutely no sense? Noah built the ark before the rain. Abraham left home without knowing where he was going. Moses stood before Pharaoh with a staff and a promise. Time after time, God asked his people to trust him before they understood. Maybe that's where you are today, asking God for answers while he's growing your faith, right? He's asking you for faith in return. In Proverbs 3, verses 5 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path," right? Not lean on your own understanding, because if we understood everything God was doing, faith wouldn't be faith. Faith grows in waiting. Jacob wrestled before walking in a new identity. Joseph was betrayed, imprisoned before the palace, and later he said, "You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good." Isn't that how he works sometimes? Like, he uses it to prepare us for what we've been praying for. That's why faith looks different for me today than years ago. Living in this country for more than 11 years without family nearby, it really changed me, right? There were seasons when I couldn't rely on anyone else the way I wanted to. At first, I thought that loneliness, I thought I was being punished. It felt like something was missing. But over time, I saw God using that very season of my life to draw me closer to him. When there wasn't anyone to call, I prayed. When I didn't know what to do, I opened the word. And every time I wondered how things would work out, he made a way. Sometimes through unexpected opportunity, sometimes through someone's kindness, sometimes through strength I didn't know I had. But every time, God was very faithful to me. That's why I don't believe that God provides, because I read it that God's provide because I read it in the Bible. I believe it's because I've lived it. That's why I smile when I think about the prayers I used to pray. There was a version of me that begged God for the peace I feel today. I prayed for wisdom and he taught me through experience. I prayed for strength and he built it through trials. I prayed for deeper faith and he answered by giving me opportunities to trust him. Isn't that interesting? Sometimes we ask God for stronger faith, but we don't realize stronger faith grows in seasons where we have no choice but to trust him, but to lean on him. You may be standing in unanswered prayers right now and don't even realize it because you're so focused on the next thing you're asking for. Think about it. You prayed for peace, you prayed for strength, you prayed for wisdom, and now those things are definitely a part of your everyday life. So maybe today is less about asking God for what's next and more about thanking God for what is already done. Gratitude shifts waiting into worship. Have a blessed day, y'all. Your girl, Jan Jan.